Hey up guys, how's it going? Um, we're picking up where we left yesterday, or the day before, not sure, whenever that was, last stream. But first we'll do our routinely attempt at getting our high scores on the 4 modes that we have, 4 challenges. Oh, let me this in full screen. Alright, remember we gotta try and get under 8 seconds. Oh, right, yeah, we also did that. It's fine. It still works. I can just click it. Alright. Oh, 8:14, so that's a fail. Not today. Not happening today. Not on that one. Part 2. This one always makes me crash at the landing. Oh, nah, no chance. The hardest one in my opinion. Too far, I think. Yeah, I always like to give this one at least one other chance. And it's a fail. Big fail. $13.95. Terrible. And my favorite one. Trick is to brake, accelerate, brake, but not like that. One more try. It is my favorite one, after all. There we go, that wasn't too bad. 8 seconds, 0.8. Not 8 rather. No good. Okay, so let's start by opening our Trello board. Let's see what we've got to do here. So we're on no reverse, mode, menu, view, and controller. Okay. Other things that need doing in no reverse is refactoring the game modes, which I am really looking forward to doing, but that's probably gonna have to wait till we've done with this one, as much as I'm really eager to do it. The user serialization, I had a thought just 10 minutes ago. Maybe I'll do it the cheap way for now, just to have it there. Then at least I can have like a minimum viable product that we can maybe alpha and get people playing before actually completing it. This game's probably going to be a free game as well. I don't really have any backing to be able to charge people for this, but we'll see. Maybe people will like it. At the very least, I should be able to put a beta on the Google console, and hopefully open beta with a link. I haven't done it in a while and they keep changing things, so I think that's still like that. So if it is, we can do that, but at least like it to function as you'd expect before getting there, so it's not too far away. So that's probably the order of things anyway. So mode view, what we're going to do now, refactoring the game modes, and then serialization. And the serialization, like I say, if it's a quick one, we might just be able to sneak it in this task. Wow, Trello's not being nice to me. There we go. This task. Today. So, we'll give it a shot. Check this board out if you're interested. It's in the About Me page. You can access it. It's public. You can see what's going on as I add to it and change things. One thing that happened off stream was a short little video trailer for Memory for Kids, the previous game. We can actually view that now if I go to our YouTube channel. Here it is. Let's get volume, I hope. Yeah, I'll just turn that down. This was the last game we made and released, completely free. Aimed towards kids, 3 to 4 year olds maybe. Maybe 2 if you're advanced. So really short, 28 seconds long, just a few clips. It's a infinite gameplay style game, so it just keeps running around and around, and it's a little bit of, I don't want to say adaptive learning because that means a lot more than what it actually is doing, but if you aren't doing it within time frames, it will downgrade you automatically to different sizes until you do better, and then it'll upgrade. And the video doesn't show the highest grades, but there is a harder version as well than what you saw. What else? It's free. It's got no adverts in it. It's got no menus, no in-app purchases, none of that. It's so simple. You open it, give it to your child, and away they go continuously, forever. So that one's checked off. That was supposed to be done for the 18th. Got done a little bit earlier. I had to grab my MacBook for that and use the video editing tool iMovie. Just guess I haven't edited videos in a very long time, and last time I remember it was Windows Movie Maker, which isn't just installed on Windows by default anymore, so we had to do that. It was fine. A little bit of trouble overlaying some of the images, but got there in the end after a little help from YouTube. Right, let's start. Where are we? We've already got some classes open. So we've got license challenge elements, and actually one thing I immediately remember doing, this formatting was duplicated. And at the time, I was like, yeah, we'll just do that for now. Well, the time has come. We're going to fix that. We're going to make a... I'm just going to put it here. Core utils. Let's just... let's make it a single class for now. Utilities. Utils? People like to go with utils, but I don't like shortening words. Utilities. I'm just going to go with utilities. And that function, or that format, is for the time that you see in the top right of the game. And also on the mode view that then displays your best score as well. I might have to put the best score in the actual game as like while you're playing it too, so that you know your current score, but also what you're trying to beat. We want this guy to be static, as well as the function that we're going to make. Oh, we want a string to be returned. Time to string. Oh, I wonder actually. Ooh, it's a time span. Let's do this to string. And then do this time span. You know what you are. There we go. Time. And then we'll just rocket this because it's one line. And that should... And the reason it looks like this is because I need to get the formatting in for the bold, the size, and the colors changed. Because Unity's UI doesn't... I mean, you can put that in the UI, but if I'm runtime editing the value, I need to also put that back in, so it has to go in code. I'm not a fan of that. One thing that I'm looking forward to is the UI elements or UI toolkit that Unity is releasing for runtime. I think this would solve that because you'd have your CSS deal with that. Yeah, there's definitely an advantage to that when it's out over... The lie here is that it's called utilities, but really this is an extension method, so I think I'm going to actually delete this class. Oh, actually, should we just rename it? That would be easier. And we'll call it time span extensions. I doubt there's going to be too many of these, but definitely this one. To string is a stupid name now. To score string. To time string to time. No, it's insinuated by the time span that it's a time. To score string. All right. That, I mean, I'm the only one working on this right now, so it's not too complicated to understand when you do this. So we'll do time to score string. And we'll remove you. And there we go. So that's one of the places. Now the other place is, yeah, it's the license. It's technically 3 places because I have some duplication, which will also need solving at some point, probably with that refactor that we saw on Trello of the game modes. But it's license mode, I think. Mode controller. Yeah. And then it's called time span, but this can just be called time. And this can be imported. And we'll go take it from the one other duplicated place, so there's at least one less. And it's the campaign mode controller right here. All this time again. There we go. Oh, and import that. Alright, so that's one thing that's quite nice. It's reduced the, if I ever change the size or the color or whatever, the formatting on that, then it's one place rather than the three right now. It could have been at least like 5, maybe more, like if I continued down the route I was going. So that's a nice one that we just spotted as we opened the thing. And it was on, where was I? That was on here, wasn't it? So this is the random stuff. Let's get rid of the randomness, because that was purely to view the design. And also, we duplicated the creation of the options here, this to do. That's not even the real to do, that was accidentally copied from there. Again, was purely to see the design if we had actual more gameplay than we do. Changing this changes some fundamentals of how we store the data, which I don't want to do just yet. Oh, just sit comfy. But yeah, my focus, I think I have to stick to the focus of the functionality and skinning of that mode view selection and not try and deviate off course from that. So it's this one here. We'll get rid of the grayed out bit as well, so it doesn't look stupid, because that was what we were considering to do for a locked thing. Probably put a lock symbol in there as well. Also, I did have a second thought. I think I woke up in the middle of the night, like 3 AM or something, and was just like, light bulb idea of, I'm an idiot, I shouldn't have done this in the order that it is. So, oh, they also don't show you. That's fine, actually. So this represents bronze, this represents silver, this represents gold. I might put a stroke. No, I carried on that thought. You can't tell what those circles are until you unlock something, and that might be okay. But I'm thinking maybe I put a stroke around that, each one in the color that they represent when they're not unlocked. Yeah, that could be nice. Then at least you know what it is. So going back to what I was saying about waking up and having that thought, I said that the developer time is more important. Egotistically, I said that developer time is higher than the gold standard. That's saying that me as the developer can set a better time than everyone else, or at least what the best of that game mode is. Now that could be true. I could just scale it all back and make sure that's true, right? I'm in control of that. However, I'm not that good at my own game. I will have an advantage in that I can play this a lot longer than anyone else who plays it, because I'm building it and playing it every day. But I don't think it's fair to say that it should be higher, and I don't think I should scale back and make the game easier just because I want to be the number one. So I think I need to flip this circle back over to the other side and have it's still separate, but not make it appear as if it's above the gold, because it might not be. And the reason I was thinking that way is the game that I compared it to, that I had a vague memory of it being in, was Trackmania. And I do believe the developer ones were always a lot higher than the gold ones. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I might just wake up tonight and think the opposite again, but for now, we're going to move it to the other side. I think we're going to put, I just had the idea of putting the stroke around, so at least you know what these are, what you're unlocking. We can do that really quickly. There it is. Looks like I didn't save any of it. No, I didn't really have to. It's very, very simple, isn't it? Is that the right way around? Gold. So the white is at the top. No, it's inverted. Let's be that way. So I mean, we have one of the colors. Is that bronze? Yeah, it's bronze. So that color, just gonna steal that. We go back to that, but then stroke on the inside, and then make that color. There we go. Will this look good? Who knows? We'll see. We'll give it a try. It might look terrible. PNG. We want to go to our assets, creative, user interface, trophies, and then bronze trophy locked. Bronze locked trophy actually looks more like the standard. Right. I like that the color didn't go solid over the top of the... I don't know why that is. I didn't mean to do that, but I liked it. I don't see a reason why it... Oh, no, I don't know why it's doing that. I guess this is just on top of everything. Coincidentally. Alright, let's make this a sprite. 64. No compression. 16 kilobytes is tiny. Should be fine. And we want to get that view open, which every time I forget the name of it. I know it's got the word license in it. Maybe, oh, challenge layout, that'll be it, where? Yes, okay, so it's going to be this one. And instead of the locked trophy, we'll put that one in. Which is quite dark. Have I got a tint on that? No. It's not Alfred. Why does it look like that? Let's get rid of that, this one too. Oh, that's why it looks like that. Oops, sorry about that. Hope that wasn't too loud. Not sure about it yet. Let's look at it in the main view. It's really hard to see either way, isn't it? Ugh. We were going to change the colors because they were quite dark, but as an actual design, regardless of the color, does it get the point across? Or does it look like something else? Uncertain. Let's at least go back to what we were saying where the developer is not number one. Like this. I'm going to make the separator 2, even though I thought that looked ugly. Just because on some of the views it just doesn't show at all. It's, I guess that 1 pixel gets discounted. I don't know the word. It looks thicker here than it does here and here and here. But all of them are exactly the same. Yeah, I think I do like it. I think it's clearer. Let's see if we can get the other colors in, and I've decided I do want to go the full length with it and see and just find out. Let's get the red one. Can I just... Yes. Take that color. Get rid of you. And then we'll make this stroke the same as that red. Perfect. Save that out. Oops. And then we'll call it Developer trophy, and let's just have a look at that one. Oh, gotta make it sprite first. I wonder if there's a way to... With it being a 3D game, but also UI is 2D and sprites based, when you make a new project in Unity, you pick which one you want, and then that dictates what it imports as a default. I could probably write a post import script that sees the folder that I put it into and then changes the import type based on that. I should probably do that at some point. Shall we put that in Trello? I think that'll save me a bunch of time. I mean, I still have to go and deal with compression and everything, but let's put it in there to do. So, no reverse. Importing textures. Importing textures. Depending on the file's location, decide which import type to choose. Sprite or texture for now. Alright, that's there, and obviously assigned to me. Let's get this gold. Where are we? It's gold. Locked icon in. Trophy. Gold. Last one's silver. We'll take that from in here. And we'll get the color. Looks a bit like clay rather than silver. Okay, this one's the last one. So that one and that one. Sprite. So it's that I'm trying to avoid. Then I don't have to come back here and deal with it immediately. And I think last stream I mentioned I usually do a performance pass on texture sizes much later on, since when you build, the editor logs spit out all of that information, so I can see it all in one place and then go from there. So it's nice and easy. There we go. Actually, that looks nicer than I thought it was gonna. We'll see if that's true on this screen with the rest of it. It looks pretty terrible there. I don't know if it's just the quality of circles just looks so bad, but I believe on my phone it doesn't. So I think once it's exported, let's have a very quick look on the phone. This is quite an old build, actually. Should be a circle somewhere. Yeah, that looks fine there. Perhaps it's just... That's a Facebook call. Bear it back a second. Sorry about that. Unexpected phone call. My friend's just got a dog and was really excited to show me. But my wife's in the shower anyway, so we'll look later. But congratulations to him anyway. It's always nice to get a pet. Alright, so... Yeah, it looks great here when I'm zoomed in. It just gets a bit fuzzy when you zoom out. Alright. An improvement, nevertheless. So next up, we're going to read this code a little bit. So we have a license options controller, and the options part is referring to this whole view, actually. You see it's license challenge layout. Oh, what's that? Oh, that extends, right? No? Oh, I've confused myself. I just wrote this not that long ago. License challenge element, and that's obviously this guy. License challenge element layout. Oh, yes. So in order to get the, instead of a awful grid view, we split it up into vertical and horizontal views, didn't we? This is the horizontal view. It's right there. Horizontal layout group. So this is the 4 of these fit into this component. And is that what's doing this? No. So that's the group. So the actual thing, I guess it's on the home view. Maybe. Or I guess it's created on the home view. It's not actually on the home view. That was called an options license. It's just a controller. There's no view. I wonder how that works then. I mean, that's what we were reading, so let's read it. I was trying to understand it visually in the UI, but I don't. Okay, so no, it's the controller for that. So the area that's here on the right, this controller is what fills this up. And the reason it's called license options is it's because it's the license tab. And then we'll have a campaign options, which will display that entirely differently. Be probably more like a planet map. I don't know yet. I haven't really thought about it. But we're starting with the licenses, so let's continue reading then. So we get the license resource data, which lists it, which is something I do want to restructure because it doesn't allow for this to come out nicely. This is very hacked in, as you can see. And then this is that horizontal group we were just talking about. So we create one of those, and then we loop through the licenses, and that creates each one of those elements, which then allows you to click it and then go into the game. And we set the root active, game object active. Not sure why we do that. I don't even know what root is. Oh yeah, okay. Why do we do that? Was it false? How bizarre. And then this is what we do when we click that, which is just a static function to go to the license based on the chosen challenge data. Actually, it's really simple. I was expecting to have to do a lot more to this, but that's super simple. There is a abstract version though, which has the root, which does nothing. This could be, I don't know what happens if you make an interface with conflicting where does it get that root from? This also has the root. So really, if I did this, put that there, didn't override, didn't set the base, it's identical. And then the other question is, if I just have another one, can I extend? I can't remember if I can extend. I can. Wow. Okay, that will make things easier for the next part. Just saying it's this could be problematic, but saying it's an IFU, which is not going to remain an IFU, could help here. It really does depend. I might have had a reason for what I did, but right now I'm not seeing it, so we're going to get rid of it until that becomes clear. Or maybe it won't. Hopefully it won't. I mean, I guess I could do that. Yeah, I guess I could just keep it that. The only thing I'm doing there is naming it somewhat more specific, but it's not always a good thing. Overcomplicating, almost. So let's see where this is used. So this is used on the home state. Ah, that's a problem. What's your problem? Ah, okay, yes, this... No, I'm actually not sure. That doesn't look like there's a problem. Public void initialize. Rect transform. What are you? A rect transform. I'm gonna save it and see what Unity says. That'd be a bit clearer. Duplicate public modifier. Oh, I'm an idiot. I left public up there. Okay. Solved? Nope. Cannot be used as type T component generic game object. Why was you okay before? Because it was a mono behavior. Should be a mono behavior. Silly me. Alright. There we go. And this thing, this mode options control, let's just delete that before I forget and leave it in the project doing nothing. Mode. Alright. And for the sake of being able to do the next step easily, let's make a campaign one. Or a settings one, actually. Because that one's more likely my next one to do. Settings. Don't need to do any of that. False. No idea why that's there, but it's going false. I don't know. We'll get rid of this because it doesn't do anything right now. Let's see. Oops. Wow. Okay. So that won't load anything, but I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know what it's doing. It could be a mistake. But I don't see why it's necessary. We passed the route in. If anything, this guy, when we switch between... Let's say we have something called go to tab. Tab controller. In fact, actually, shouldn't it be... What is a tab controller? That's not a thing, is it? It's not. Just call it tab. Reference to tab. Or don't you like... I just don't remember my own API. It's been too long. Can I not? Oh, override? Overwrite. Oops. One too many. Reference tab. It doesn't like that. It's mono behavior. I think it needs to, yeah, component. Needs to be super generic. Alright, so what this does is, because you won't be familiar with this because it's my own little library, it allows me to reference this variable here. And if it's null, it will just create this object as a child of the game object that we're on, which is this home state. And so this is first time coming in, we can see it's nude, it's not assigned it anywhere. So it'll go inside this function, it'll go tab, well that's null, so let's just create this and make it a child. And then, and with these arguments, we pass these arguments in, which is, well, this is the type and then this is the actual argument. And then the second time we did this, let's say we had this line again. Oops, I meant the whole line. Can you just make the whole line? Thank you. Thank you. Let's say we had a different one. And in this one, we're assigning it some other container, whatever. And it can be the same type, it doesn't matter. What it'll do this time, it'll go, oh, tab's got a state, let me clean that up nicely and put this one in its place. So just make sure there's only one existing at a time of this variable. Useful for things like what I'm doing where I want one of these things to exist at any time. I click license and it'll show the license one, so it'll do this line and show the license. I click settings and it'll go, oh, the license one's a tab. Let me just delete and replace. This is effectively what it's doing. But actually it's not called tab, it's options, isn't it? Let's not get that confused because the tabs are always there. And this is why I don't understand why it was set to being true and false in those in these controllers, because it should always be there. In here we should be doing in fact this can do it. I don't want to do it. Why should I have to do it? This should clean up maybe that's why. Ooh, maybe that's why I intended to have that mode controller. Maybe it was going to do the cleanup for me. That could have been it, you know. Okay, we're going back. We're doing it again. I'll just quickly make it in this class until I'm ready to move it. We're going to call it abstract. Oh, class. Abstract mode options controller. Protected. Oh yeah, we can do override. No, actually we can't. Protected. There we go. Stop trying to predict what I want. That's not what I want. What do I want? I've forgotten now. It's tried to bother me that much. Okay, rect transform. We want to store the argument. Root. And then we want to do public. Definitely public. Virtual. Void. Initialize. Rect transform. Root. This dot root equals root. And actually, how dare you? Actually, we do one thing here, so we're just going to do that. Nice and simple. It's protected. This wants to be a base dot initialize with the root. It doesn't know what it's talking about because I haven't assigned it yet. There we go. That'll solve that. And then we want to do this. Oops. Private void. Actually, protected because I will make it private for now. Void on destroy. This is Unity's on destroy method for mono behaviors. And in here, destroy all children. Wow, terrifying. Is runtime. Or is, yeah, editor time. Reach, transform, destroy it. That should be absolutely fine. Didn't they change this API? Is it even like that anymore? I could have sworn they changed this stuff. Looks like it's still there and valid, so. Alright. Destroy all children. Again, destroy all children is not something you'll be familiar with. It's a utility method I got from my old workplace. Their old library. Which is open source. I didn't steal it. And then that doesn't need to exist there anymore. It's protected, but at this point, why? Great question. I don't see root being used anywhere here. It should be. Oh, there it is. Yeah, thought it should be. Alright. Can't do that yet. Need that to change. This data type to change. Right, we'll put this back into its own class. Oops. C#, I called it abstract options controller, and throw that in there. Go like that. Set the namespace, import everything we need, and format it, and then bingo, precisely what we wanted. Get rid of those. Now home state goes back to being happy again. We don't actually care about storing that at all. Just do that. Alright, I'll be right back a second. Won't be long. I'm back. Not even sure my microphone was muted then. But oh well. Where were we? So, go to license. Go to settings. Yeah, we did make the settings controller, so we do this. And this is settings, like that. Same stuff, then it's all good. This needs to inherit from that. I mean, it doesn't need to technically, but it should. There we go. Wow, pointless right now, but it won't be. Obviously, it won't be. In fact, there'll be quite a lot going on in this one compared to the other ones. Right, so we've got the flow of this right-hand side down, but one thing we really don't is the tabs. I don't even think we've done anything with these tabs yet, so let's get that on the go. So They need a component on them. They need to be called home mode. Oh, we're under the home. That's kind of insinuated. Mode tab element. For now, until we maybe think of something better. But it kind of gets across what the point of it is for. We can seal this for now. I don't think we'll need to extend that. Does it need to be a hierarchy behavior? I don't believe so. We do wish to serialize some things. We'll go with image. We'll call it border because we want to be able to control the border. Public void select. Bool selected. Mine's gone blank. Oh yes, border. Game object, set active, and then selected. It new rider new. For now, it's as simple as that. We can probably just rocket that as well. Select, set active, all good. Simple, simple, simple. And then this, and then probably don't even need to bother storing them, to be honest, but home view is important and should have these guys on here. Oops. So this one can be license tab, and you could do something where it's an array and you're looping through them, and it saves a lot of effort, but I don't see the need for that in this case. There's only room for 4 anyway, unless I start scrolling on it, and even if I was to add more, it'd be 6 tops, I would imagine. I wouldn't imagine more than that. But we'll add the ones that we need. Oh, I can spell it right. Campaign. Arcade. And settings. Oh, things are going really bad here. Okay. In terms of me hitting the keys. Save that, and then let's make them public. Oopsie. I'll leave that in there for to do. I do think I will need something, but what I don't like is this is forcing them to be a hierarchy behavior. What is this? I behavior. T behavior. Are you telling me you don't have to be a hierarchy behavior? So if I went and changed this, are you inferring that I am smart enough to give the freedom? I did. You gotta understand, guys, although this is new project to streaming, I started making it over a year ago, and then I got left behind. So a lot of this, like this, is new. I designed it off a former library that I built and thought, you know what, I can improve. I feel like I've improved it. I just don't remember everything about it. It is in the Trello right here to make it public. I do plan on letting anybody use that. I think it's nice. It's a very different way of working to Unity, but I'll make a whole video on that when it goes public anyway. But that's awesome. It works. It works. Just needs to be, I guess, a mono behavior. It's all good. So we do want to do something like home view dot license license tab select true. Oh, we do want to. Oh, I think we just found. I think we just found what we want. No, we did say could put it in an array. We are going to put them into array, but not serialized in an array. We're going to do that on. I just took hierarchy behavior out, but it's going back in now. Tabs equal new array, just like this, and it's going to go in order of them visually. Hopefully I'll put them all. Oh, I wanted it to actually do that for me, but it didn't. It was like, nope, it's fine like that. So now we've got our tabs. So this is so, let's get rid of these. This is, where's this now? Here. So I can do home view tabs tab for each t dot select false. Right, make them all false and then set one to true. And actually, I guess I can just do that repeatedly in these, but instead of that, it's this one. Yeah, this one's that one. Now there's one major flaw in this component. It ain't a button. It needs to be a button as well. And we should make that button public as well. And then that means we can go here. Home view dot license tab dot button. No, button. I can't type to save my life today. On click, add listener. It's a lowercase. I think Rider is making my life harder at the moment rather than easier. And then that's obviously just go to license, and then we'll just go like this. Actually, we just, I know it's got 4 tabs, but we only set up 2 anyway. Go to settings. Now, did settings extend the right thing? Yes. And this guy definitely does, right? Yes. So, add the buttons, select false for every tab, then set our license tab to being true. Just make sure that menu's all set up correctly from the start. And what we're going to do is we're going to unrocket this, because now we've got that button. We want to do button.interactable equals, and if it's selected true, it needs to be false. So Selected. Perfect. So let's set those up. Here's my tabs. Should have just gone like that, shouldn't I? There we go. So, is there even a button in this? I don't think I made any of them a button. I just... Yeah. But we know where the border is. It's right there. Border. And then the button is just going to be on here. And actually, I hate that. Let's move that down. So, button. No graphic. Do you have a graphic? What is this graphic? Oh, it's the mask. Oh, we'll make the graphic the other one then. What? Oh, I could have sworn I clicked on that. There we go. And then I have to do the same again and again and again. So this one is this one. The border is this one. The button is this one. The settings doesn't have much to it. It doesn't even have an image. Oh, the image is itself. That'll work. That'll do just fine for now. Oh, it doesn't have a border though. It's got to have a border. Goes under everything. Ah, that means that let's get rid of that. Obviously, don't want it up there. Title goes above that. -8. -8? So, border is there, settings is there. The graphic is the card, and this doesn't have a graphic. Yeah, that's how it's got to be done. And then, save myself time. Let's just duplicate. Name it. And name it here as well. So now we need to set them all up here. So license tab is this one. Campaign tab. Arcade. And settings. And just double check I set that. And that's looking at the right one. Yeah. Good. And then, although some of them already have the border visual, for sake of consistency. What is that? That is not correct. Good job I did that. I was going to say, for the sake of consistency, let's put them all on. But that code that we just wrote should turn them all off, other than the first one. Let's see if any of this works. Fingers crossed. It's very broken. Doesn't like that. Question mark, question mark. Yeah, I know which bit that is. That's here. Tabs equal a new array of these. One of them is null, but that's alright. You can just it's not alright. Wait, it's not null though. Didn't I set it to arcade? Why is this popped out? I literally have a console right here. They're all there. What? Home state, initialize home state 24. Ah. Because it had it to do, I never initialized it. Oh, sorry. Clumsy today. This time, 100% confident. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't like whatever this tint is, but it works. And this works? Question mark. Yeah. We're a lot closer to finishing this menu. Very good. Very, very good. And the code is neat. It's clean. Small. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. This now makes sense. I swear this gets lighter for some reason. It's black. It's full black on the in the editor. But then once you run it, it's not. It's grey. It's alright. What does this look like in phones? Make sure we haven't broke anything. Engage. Good. It's not bad. Could maybe be a bit more of a gap. Let's see what happens on... Oh, there's a tablet. What's a tablet? iPad Air. Start that up again. Make sure there's nothing scaling weird. Oh, come on. Do as I tell you, machine. No reverse. Engage. I like that a lot. So, okay. See, that's kind of small, isn't it, for an iPad? What's our scale on this thing? Ah, okay. Let's see what happens when we do that. I'm sure it's fine. No, it is not fine. Oops. Okay, I guess we're going on there now. This looks nice though. Simple. Okay, so let's just test what this looks like. I think I can fix it either way. I think. Oh yeah, they're all anchored to the sides. So if they just anchor in the middle, it should just scale outwards. That would probably work. I made it worse. Yeah, well, let's go back to 0.5. And then I think this. Yeah, look at that. You can clearly see. But let me just work off what I'm working off of. Well, that's weird, isn't it? It doesn't even fit on the actual resolution I built it for. That's alright though. Let's make the container bigger then. That's the problem. I'm happy with where that is there. I'm just not happy with this 216 business. Let's go like that. It's centered to the middle on that side, so that's fine. And then this, if we go like that, and then this, if we also... Oh, that is like that. But that should be fine now. I think it was just this one being in the wrong place. So let's run this in the aspect it's intended for. So I think this is my widescreen, my other monitor. When I play it on PC, so it'll look like this. Which is absolutely fine. Very good. Very good indeed. And then going to the iPad again. What's it gonna look like? Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Do you think these maybe are a little small? Maybe I can do something about that. But that's very, very close. This looks great. I like that a lot. Perfect size. Perfect size. I'm just going to turn these borders off by default. All but the top one, just for my visual sake. What we're going to do is, because we know we're going to need them, we're just going to duplicate, name it campaign, duplicate, name it arcade. We'll just open that up and open that one up. Oops. We'll go campaign. Again, with the typing campaign wrong. And this one, arcade. And then we'll add these in as well. So there's a little bit of code duplication here. I don't... I can fix. I fix. Go to tab. And then go to tab, we'll have... one of these, which was a mode, abstract mode. This is why we made it abstract. Options. Sorry, we renamed it, didn't we? Call it controller. And what do? We do this. And how do you know which? Ah, but it needs to know which tab. Okie dokie. Guess we're doing this after all. We got a dictionary. What we'll actually end up doing here is removing that array, the tabs array, from the other one. Guess not necessary anymore. We're just going to do it this way. So, what was that? What are those buttons called? They're called like mode element, mode tab element, and then mode option or mode options controller, abstract options controller. What's a good name for this? Tab options, mods. We're going with mods. So this is going to go license tab, oops, home view, got license tab 2, and then, they don't exist until, ooh, well, that's my mistake, isn't it? That's probably why I had that on-off feature. We can still save this. It can be salvaged. Don't you worry. We'll go back to create child. Get rid of the reference. So what this means is it will be in existence at all times, which is fine, I believe. We'll just do that several times. It's just campaign, isn't it? What? Do you not know of a campaign tab? It's literally right there. How dare you? Why wouldn't I be able to use that one? Oh, come on. There we go. Sorry about that. Campaign, arcade, and settings. Alright. This one, we already have a setting. Okay, that's really annoying. Refuse to have inconsistencies like that. Okay. I did it again. I'd focused so hard to not do it and I still typed it incorrectly. Campaign is such a weird word for me to type for some reason. Alright, so now we've matched up the tabs to the controllers. So now we do modes dot for each. For each. And then mode dot set active false. Alright. Or select, actually. We can just go with select, right? Like we did before. Now, it doesn't exist yet, but it will. Yeah, okay, understood. Understood. Let's get rid of these. It's not you, but it's the base version of you, this guy. Public. Oh yeah, and we destroyed all children, which is no longer relevant. Public void set active. So here's what's gonna happen. Something is gonna have to happen here. All of the children that this thing makes in that route, it needs to... Oops. It needs to, like, disable? Gets tricky though, doesn't it? Managing whose route is whose object under that route is whose. I guess for the sake of... Yeah, let's do this. It's not the cheapest way of doing things, but it's the way I'm choosing to do it right this moment. I don't believe enable is a... I think it's on enable for the... Oops, I didn't need that. For the mono behavior method. And we'll obviously have a disable. Like so. And these guys will just have to dictate what that means to them. And here we'll go private license data. License data. And then that actually becomes that. Perfect. And then it doesn't have the on disable. So we'll do that. And actually, I'm going to do virtual. And this one's not going to do anything here, but this one is. This one's just going to do root. Destroy children again. So instead of destroy, on destroy, we'll just do it here. We'll, we won't have to override the disable for this, because that's just what we want. We don't want to do anything else. And this we don't have to call base, because it doesn't do anything. Which you could argue makes it an abstract class. So until then, we'll make it abstract and make the other one. Oh, yeah. And make the other one virtual. Yeah. We'll get a line break in between that. Now the other guys are probably going to be upset about that. But enable, no, disable. We want to disable. Why? Yes. Something wrong with that? Mode. Oh, of course. Needed the actual control of the value in the dictionary. So we disabled them all, and then we'll have to yeah, maybe, yeah, annoying, but yes, for now we will do it that way. My mouse is failing. Razer mouse, and very nice, but the duration before they start to fail is very short. Very, very, very short. So go to tab, go to tab, and then mode, tab, element, and then this can go var controller, equals modes element, and then boom, we've got the right controller. And then we can do enable like this. What's your problem? Abstraction options controller. Public enable. It's not very difficult. I don't understand, but we'll continue as if I do. Mods dot for each. For each mod dot disable. You'll figure it out. Mod dot value. This one, we're accessing the dictionary by its key, which means we should get the controller back, which we do. Oh, this is enabled. Rider, come on, you're killing me here. Yeah, that's what I want. What's your problem? Rename local function. Why? Oh, yeah, because. Oh, but the. Yeah, that's also fine because the other thing that this can do is go element. You know what? For each. Here. Thought it was like that. Isn't that what we're select? Select false. Alright, so we're going through each one, we set it false, and then we do element.select true. Oops, like that. So effectively turning everything off, but then just turning the ones we want back on. And then here we got go to license. We'll just make the different ones. Go to arcade, and then go to campaign. Campaign tab, arcade tab, settings tab, and then go to campaign, go to arcade, campaign tab, arcade tab. Oh yeah, and we'll get rid of that. There we go. So there's a bit of a chunky bit here of like setting up the buttons and what to do when you click them. And then here, so here we disable everything. And actually with that for loop, we'll do the exact same thing this thing did. And then here we can get rid of that. And actually, here. Let's get rid of that. And again, back to removing that as a hierarchy behavior, which I'm sure in 10 minutes I'm going to put back on. Alright, and then there should be 2 more. This guy. And this guy. Hopefully now, with any luck, It no referenced key cannot be null. And don't make it null then. How about that? Why would any of that be null? Which key are you referring to? Homestead initialize 23. 23 modes. I'm newing you, why would it be null? I'm creating it. Key cannot be null. Oh, is this null? Are they null? Oh, I renamed it. Aha! I changed setting to settings, didn't I? Makes that null, which makes that a key that is null. Which makes sense. Oh, but it doesn't turn it on by default. It selects it, but did I ever even... I did that, which I didn't mean to. What I meant to do is that. Which is effectively the same thing, but properly. It's a major progress tonight. There we go. And then that, and that, and that. Visually, not perfect. Functionality, perfect. Very easy to add audio and all that stuff in as well, whenever I've got some. And then, we can even, maybe now, work on... I think, have we done this task? Menu view controller. I think we've done the task. It's working. It's working. I'm calling it. That is done. Oops. It's my mouse been broken again. Ta-da! Excellent. We'll do... as part of a well, side quest. We'll do the... Oh, that's never used. Let's get... Ah! My mouse, man. What's going on tonight? It keeps releasing, even though I'm holding it down. Where were we? We're gonna look at the data for this guy. So he loads this. And this is an array of license challenge datas. Those four things you saw. However, now organized into classes, which means I need like an array of... Is multi-dimensional arrays a thing that you can serialize? Let's find out. It's gonna break everything. Yeah. Just pretend everything is fine. Where's my view gun? Didn't like that, did it? There we go. Bet you anything it won't actually load. License. Yeah, look at that, completely gone. Kind of multi-dimensional arrays, which means I need to figure something else out. Oh no, that's awful. Serializable. Yoink. Yoink. Alright, I think that's it. I think that'll do the job. Yeah, and what we'll do is we'll also... Oops, stop that right now. String name and public string name rocket name. Now actually in the UI also make it a lot easier to read. So here we can go class A. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is that, that, and that. All right. Awesome. And now this to do can be done. Won't look like that though, but it'll go for each. Actually, I should just, oh yeah, it can be for each on this one. I don't see why not. For each class in in license data dot class status. This is class dot name. And then this is class challenge data. Honestly, I think that is everything that it needs. You don't need to do anything with that yet. Maybe in the future. So we're able to if we want to. But I think we've very quickly turned this into what we want. Everything is exactly the same, which is what we wanted. Because if I pretend there's a class B, that should just make a title class B underneath those 4 elements. And there should be no null references. Oh, it's added 4. How'd you get that then? What? Oh. It added them automatically for some reason. Oops. Oh. Oh, so it just duplicated it. So if I get rid of that, that's what I meant. It should even as an empty list, it should not null reference. Yeah, just class B. Now, the second test is to do that. And what we want to do, I mean, we can watch this break. This isn't actually going to work, but I know how to fix it. This will have one too many in it on the horizontal layout group. Yeah, so it's really far over there. Actually, it doesn't look that too bad, but we can set that value to be whatever we want it to be. But what we want to do, oh, my mouse again. Oh, I'm going to throw this mouse in the bin soon. I forgot it's my off. Razer Naga mouse, I think now. They just break all the time. Apart from the first one I bought in 2012, that one lasted me like 4 or 5 years. It was amazing. It was the best one, and they don't sell it. And I've contacted them many times asking, can you please somehow make it again and sell me it? Because I just want it back. I ruined mine originally. I tried to clean it and ruined all the grip on it. It's just gross now. And also it only works with a USB extension on it too. I don't know why. It's broken. It's broken. Right, what we're doing here. We're doing if I modulo 4 equals 0. Then we do that. Current challenge layout equals default. You don't even know what default is, man. I don't even know what default is, man. It's that. There we go. Why are you... Check for null. It's not going to be null. Don't worry about it. Let's make this a constant. Private constant int column count. Oh, columns? Columns. 4. Now every 4 of those elements, we should see another horizontal layout group appear, and we've added 5 in, so there should be one on another row. Fingers crossed. Yeah, awesome. That's awesome. So the only thing that's actually missing now is that it's not in a scroll rect either, which I don't know what I want to do about that, but I'll do something. I will do something. I actually do think 5 will fit. I just want to make sure that 5 will fit on the phone as well. Yeah. Let's make it 5. If it looks good as 5, then 5 can stay. I just assumed 4 back when I made it. One, two, three, four, five. 5 fits perfectly fine. And then I just need to check all the phones that I can think of. Oh, that this list lets me. Some of them have safe zones and such that could make things awkward. I wish they had more 1+s in here. They only have the 6T. It's got that stupid notch there. But I have the 7? Maybe? 7 Pro? I'm not really sure what number mine is actually. It's the one where the camera pops out from the top, so it doesn't have a notch, which I much prefer. It looks great. 5 can stay. 5 can stay. Yep, it's been decided. Look at that camera notch. Oof. What is the point? Very good. Very, very good. Class B. Awesome. That concludes today's live stream. If you didn't check out the last one, be sure to check that out on Twitch or YouTube. If you missed today's earlier one, which I might start doing every weekend on Saturdays, Sundays, we played Hades for the first time. I might continue that each weekend, where first stream of the day is a gaming one, and the second stream is back to work, and then the rest of the weekdays will be work. Be sure to check out the Discord channel as well if you want to stay up to date with all things with the stream, and just me, and anyone else who wants to be in there can freely discuss. This channel set up now. Plenty to discuss in there, I believe. Come join, should be good. One I particularly like is a channel for bugs, so if you've got bugs in your own project and you're stuck, I'd love to be able to try and help you, and I'm sure the community would too. That link is in the About Me on Twitch, and I believe it's on YouTube in the banner as well. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.